So this week's episode of Flip Flappers was another really enjoyable episode. It was a much more slower paced episode than we're probably used to, with the past few episodes being more action-packed, going to different worlds, as I thought this was going to be another Pure Illusion world based on the preview, but it's actually an island solely in just the human world. There's nothing different about it. It's just an abandoned, deserted island, so it was more kind of slice of life, but I think it was a very important episode that a lot of people may not enjoy because it wasn't, as exhilarating as the previous episodes, but I think it did a lot for Kokona's character herself, and it really shows us how much she's actually struggling with her own mentality and just who she truly is as a person. One of my favorite things with this anime is actually how good it is at telling a coming-of-age story. Kokona herself, she's a girl in high school, she is learning who she is in life, she wants to know who she should be in life kind of a thing, and she really doesn't think she excels in anything. There's a lot of people, and I'm sure everyone's had their moments of not really knowing what you want to do with your life, feeling like you're less than someone because everyone else can do things you can't, and it's really going into her mentality of her actually hating herself this episode, where she just thinks, Paprika can do all these things, I can't even keep up with her when I run, and she just feels so worthless, like she is less than human. She feels like she just shouldn't belong in this world, which is a mentality a lot of people go through, especially with her age, when we were in school, kind of things like that, where you really feel like you don't fit in, and I think the anime is doing a really good job at truly telling a coming-of-age story of someone not feeling like they belong, but slowly but surely, having someone who is saying, you know what, you are good at these things. They may be simple things, but you're good at these things. And it's kind of bringing her into a more positive light, as she just feels like she's a disappointment to everyone. She lost her parents at a young age. She's living with her grandma. She doesn't want to worry her grandma. And just everything about her just feels like she is worthless in a lot of ways. And if it's not for Paprika, she would probably be in just a depression state all the time, but because Paprika is with her, she's actually kind of bringing her into a more positive light, saying, you do have, importance, you are a special person in your own unique way, and for that, I'm really thankful, because a lot of anime would just skip over this type of stuff because they would value action and things like that overall, which I've already had some people say they tried Flip Flappers and it wasn't action-packed enough for them, like, gifts they saw, and I'm just sitting here thinking, there's more to anime than just action, at least for me, because this is giving you the, at times some really exhilarating action scenes, but a lot of really character insight and development that you don't get to see, especially with such a magical aesthetic that Flip Flappers itself has, and for that, I think it's just such an amazing series. We also get to see exactly how they kind of went into that magical girl transformation last week, as it seems like when their emotional levels are kind of one-on-one synced up perfectly, they can reach this new level in Pure Illusion that allows them to kind of ascend into this magical girl form. So I was actually surprised, because I didn't think we would get, an explanation or even a bit of detail on this until maybe even, near the end of the series, or maybe not at all, as I just assumed it just happened in the Pure Illusion world that they were in. But no, it's actually, if they are 100% emotionally connected, if they're really kind of synced up, two halves of the same whole there, they can achieve this. So the whole goal is Paprika and Kokona spend a lot of time together, wear the same clothes, eat under the same roof, have the same kind of lifestyle, and with them spending a few days together on this island, it seems like they have achieved it, and they actually are now sucked into Pure Illusion, which based on the preview, it looks like it's going to be more of a mechanical world, as there's a lot of gears and cogs, things like that, so it's going to be interesting now that they've kind of achieved at least a perfect sync, at least for now. It's probably something that they have to keep going, like they have to keep staying together in order to kind of have this emotional bond. I don't think it's just going to be they've achieved it and it's done and over with. They probably are going to have a falling out at some point and won't be able to achieve it, and then they'll fall back in together. I think they're going to do things like that with this season here, but I really did like seeing how it's actually working, and I think for the rule set we've learned about this world, I think it does make sense. I mean, it's not, out of, left field or anything like that. I feel like it does make sense for the world we're in, so I'm actually kind of glad they explained it. I didn't think we would get such an early explanation, and I really did enjoy that for that. But I do think a lot of people are going to call this a slower episode, not an important episode or a boring episode. For me, I thought it was a really good episode, really diving into Kokona's, mind and her mentality and how much she truly hates herself. It's kind of sad, but I'm glad Paprika kind of brought her into light, and I love seeing Paprika's room, that she turned this log into this like magical kingdom of just pillows and shit, and she had this crab in a shell, she just lets it toss aside. I thought it was a really cute and fun episode, but really going into the darker mentality she does have, with Paprika bringing her back into light. And I'm going to be really interested to see this next world in Pure Illusion, because I'm quite interested to see what this kind of gear world will be, if there's going to be like machine monsters they have to fight or things like that, and how they'll be able to achieve their magical girl form now that they have more or less looks like they sync together. So that's going to be pretty interesting, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you love the episode? Did you hate the episode? Did you think it was a boring episode because there wasn't enough action or something like that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, hit that like button if you did enjoy the video, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.